leave it all behind you. I said, take down everything that stands in your way. Don't stop believing it'll work out again, my friend. Stand out and be a part of everything good. Wake up, you're gonna be all that you should. Try out all the things you've always wanted to be. You'll see, 'cause I know what I know, that you've got it in you, and I see that you are a winner.
So somebody told me that I was just full of myself on one of my videos. And I'm like, is that a problem? Is there something wrong with being confident and having an opinion and daring to say your opinion? Yeah, what's really sad is I've done a lot of videos, and the one that has a zillion hits is the one where I say Obama is, or Michelle Obama is a man, question mark, question mark, question mark. Yeah, that one has like over 7,000 hits. What does that say for the mentality of Americans? I mean, I still can't believe people are that stupid. Ooh, is Michelle Obama a man? Ooh, let's waste our precious time thinking about whether or not Michelle Obama is a man. Ooh, oh my gosh, I had the most disgusting messages put under that video yesterday saying that transgender people, I think they called them trannies, were abominations. And then there was like two people that were saying this back and forth, how they were abominations. And I was saying, you're disgusting, you're evil. I'm sorry, anybody who calls another human being an abomination is seriously evil. And I put that kind of a comment to these comments. And then they started, oh, this is people like this who don't let other people have an opinion. I'm like, you know, if you want to commiserate about how I'm thwarting your ability to be a hateful, disgusting human being, I'm sure there's lots of KKK and, you know, Nazi people out there that would just love to get together and feel bad about how, oh, it's so hard not to get to hate as much as you want to. It's so hard when people put you in your place and tell you that you're disgusting. You know, dare I say, even not fully evolved, or at least not as evolved as a lot of other people that know better. My feeling is, gee, are you a Trump voter? Gay people and trannies are, they're just wrong. They're unnatural. Like, you know, what's funny is they look at straight people or people who are lucky enough to be born the correct gender, and probably they think we're not right. There's something wrong with us, you know? And then, of course, one of these people referred to it as a lifestyle. Yeah, like being true to yourself and true to who you are attracted to and true to who you fall in love with. That's a lifestyle. Yeah, you know, I've been alive on this earth for a while, and I've never had anybody refer to my feelings or who I happen to have a strong attachment to as a lifestyle. You know, there's this guy. I just think he's so attractive, and he's got such a great personality, and I just want to be with him all the time. It makes me feel so good to be around him. He makes me feel special. Oh, Diane, you know, that's just the lifestyle that we don't agree with. Since when is falling in love or feeling attracted to another human being a lifestyle? And since when do you have any control over who you fall in love with or who you are attracted to? Do you have control? You know what? I think I'm gonna fall in love with that guy over there. Yeah. I know he's got a lot of money. Yeah, and he's tall enough. He's got the right height. I'm gonna just fall in love with him, and I just know he'll fall in love with me right back because, you know, like following like getting a man or getting a special person is like going to the grocery store and reading the label. Oh, I can't have this one because he's ... The heart is not so picky. The heart will fall in love when it falls in love. It's not a lifestyle. It's part of who you are. It's your heart wiring. And I don't think you have much say in the matter. I think it would really suck if you fell in love with somebody and they made you feel special. And then everybody was telling you, you're an abomination in the eyes of God. What? Because I care for somebody? Because I feel attracted to somebody and I want to be with them all the time? That makes me an abomination? And let's talk about God, shall we? Yeah, the guy who made everybody and has a divine plan and everything is according to his divine plan. If he made everybody and everything's according to his divine plan, that kind of implies he has it all laid out. He knows everything ahead of time and knows who's going to do what with their lives, and it's all interwoven together to create this perfect picture, this perfect end result. Would you suppose that part of his divine plan also includes who you fall in love with and who crosses your path that you meet and who you connect with? And if it's not somebody of the right gender, isn't that still God's plan? I mean, isn't everything according to his perfect divine plan? Or is that not? Did he get caught off guard somehow? Oops, I wasn't seeing that coming. If God created everybody, he created some people, just like he created some people incapable of blind faith. There's some people that God created who are just the way they're hardwired. They need more than just a book that says something or somebody with authority who says something to believe. They need actual evidence to believe something. And if God created them, he created them that way. And then if God withholds that vital piece of information that allows them to believe, then I think God wants them to be in hell. Yeah, he makes people on purpose in such a way that they need facts and evidence. And then he withholds that information that they need to believe. He purposely withholds it so they can't believe, so for sure they'll go to hell. It really does sound like God wants people to go to hell. And if people are going to go to hell because they fall in love with somebody who doesn't have the right parts between their legs, and God made everybody, then he made those people who are hardwired to be attracted to people of their same gender. He made them that way. Not only did he make them that way, but it was part of his divine plan that they would be that way. And it was part of his divine plan that their families would be horribly disappointed and throw them out of the house and abandon their own children and make their children live on the streets and not care about them anymore just because they're gay. You know who I think are the abominations? Those parents who say to their little children, Oh, Johnny, I love you so much. You're just so perfect. You're the best son I've ever had. But they have strings attached to their love. You're loved as long as you jump through our hoops and you do all the things that we expect you to do. We have certain conditions. And if you, oh, heaven forbid, have a different, your personality includes that you're gay, we don't want you anymore. Just go on, get the fuck out of our house. We think you're disgusting. You're an abomination. You're a shame to the family. Go live on the streets. Starve. Be murdered. We don't care because you're gay. Do you know how many kids every year get thrown out of their homes? And they're Christian homes, most of them. Christian homes. You know, those guys who have the fruits of the Spirit. Yeah, they have Jesus in their heart, so they've got the fruits of the Spirit. They're just so loving and compassionate and forgiving and accepting. Yeah, those are the ones that are kicking their children out of the house and say, you know what, we don't want to ever hear from you again. Get the fuck out of our lives. What did we do to get a gay child? What sin against God did we do to deserve this fate that we have a gay child? Those parents are the abomination. Those parents should never have had children in the first place. And people who write, ow, I think all these people are abominations. You know what I'm sorry, to call another human being an abomination is like the most despicable thing you could ever say to somebody. No human being is an abomination. Every human being is wonderful and beautiful and has value. Every human being and every person should be given the same courtesy, the same respect. And these people who walk around and act like, oh, well, I have every right to be a bigoted piece of shit. How dare you silence my bigotry and hatred on your channel? Oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm sure the KKK have it hard too. I'm sure it's really hard to be a hater. It really is hard to be accepted in society as a hater. There must be some clubs you can join where you can all get together and hate together. Oh, you know what? Trump rallies. Yeah. I hear those are the new exciting get-togethers for all the haters. Go to a Trump rally. You'll be among your own kind, and you can just yell at the top of your lungs and being politically correct and giving a shit about what other people think totally flies out the window at Trump rallies. Yes, why don't you go to one of those? You'll fit right in. In the meantime, people who actually do have these, what Christians like to think only Christians get when they accept Jesus into their hearts, fruits of the Spirit, people who don't have Jesus in their hearts but still manage to be generous and caring and compassionate and kind and loving and nurturing and all these things, despite the fact that they're not Christians, we'll walk around and we'll do that while all the Christians are at the Trump rallies.